Brighten up those already bright mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Oh, good morning. Happy Friday to everybody out there. It's Canada Day long weekend starting very, very soon. Mornings at the Cabin. Wheeler and Ollie with you. Lecter has walked in but has not entered Studio One. Let's wait for him silently. Still not coming in. That's fine. That's fine. Ollie, oh, there he is. Hey, bud. Canada Day long weekend. What do you got planned other than helping me move? Which, by the way, I thank you for very much.
That's what I've got planned.
That's
that
it?
is the only thing on my calendar.
Oh, my goodness. Are you taking this weekend a weekend after that of quiet reflection?
Depending on how Saturday goes, yes. Let's see. You say you're packed.
We are fairly packed.
A lot of people, when they say they're packed, you then turn up at their place and you look at it, you're like, this is not
We have
packed.
an entire room of stuff packed up. So what we're doing tonight is we're gonna do a little bit of cleaning, and then we're gonna pack up the last of our kitchen stuff, because obviously you have to keep that kitchen stuff out because you gotta cook. But we have an entire room full of stuff, and everything else is packed up. And then Saturday morning we're gonna dismantle our bed frame and the dresser, and then everybody can help us move.
Okay.
You'll bring your truck, yes?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. We'll hopefully be done within a couple of hours.
I'm feeling confident. I think we'll be done easily inside 10 hours.
10, easily within inside 10, for sure. And possibly within inside 2.
Okay. I like it. It's ambitious. Good.
It's not, we're pretty organized.
Yeah.
We're pretty organized.
Okay.
You're going to come in, you're going to look at the stuff, and you'll be like, I thought you were all packed. Remember that we moved into a furnished house, so we're not taking half the stuff with us that's going to be sitting around.
Oh, you know what? That's good news.
Isn't it news?
Yeah.
I love it. I love that we don't have to clear out the entire place. It makes it seem that much more doable.
Okay.
I hate moving so much.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
What's going on? Everybody's looking very, very concerned at everything. What's going on?
It's
Mornings at the
Stunned
Cabin.
Friday.
It's what, bud?
Stunned Friday.
Stunned Fridays. Yeah, hashtag Stunned Fridays. Mornings at the Cabin. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter with you on your Friday morning just before Canada Day long weekend. That's right. It's a long weekend. Monday is a day off. I'm moving all weekend. Yay.
Are you actually packed up?
Yeah. Actually, we were just discussing that. We're pretty packed up. I mean, there's still some stuff to pack up. We have today, and we got to clean and do some things, but all the stuff that we need to move tomorrow will be ready to go.
Because I recall this time last year, you were doing the same thing. And I think you said you were packed up.
We were packed up.
Didn't sound like you were.
To who?
AJ.
AJ can stuff it. AJ hates puppies. That's all I'm going to say.
This is why I have this concern
Oh,
about
stop. No, but that's what everybody thinks. Like, everybody thinks that when they actually go over to a person's house and they help move, which is why I never do it. Some people don't actually pack up, but some people are packed up, and then people like see the boxes and they're like, "You're not even packed. There's all this stuff here." It's like, yeah, it's boxes. Like, did he expect the couch to be on its side, standing on its end, to be
I don't
that's
know.
packed?
I didn't see the situation.
Don't worry. There'll be video from this one.
Actually, no, I remember now that you were moving on my birthday.
That's
which
right.
is why I didn't help
Well,
you
here's
last time.
but here's the thing. Like, last year when we got people to help us move a little bit, they helped us move the stuff we needed to move in that time frame. Then after that, we had some stuff we still had to pack up because that was the stuff we had to still pack up.
Okay.
Not because we were behind, but because they weren't able to be packed up until the day we left.
Well, maybe it was AJ's like organizational, cleanly nature.
You know, if AJ's
That wasn't his standard of being packed up.
Well, yeah, that's fair enough. He is a little anal about his organization. And if you're listening right now, AJ, a large coffee with half regular, half French vanilla.
Pack it up, bring it on over.
Pack it up, bring it on over. Maybe a sausage and egger for the clan here. Today, on this date, in 1986, Labyrinth was released. I just found that out from 80stees.com Incorporated.
Oh.
From on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, I ordered my 80s teas from there.
You just asked me before we went into this break if
That's right.
I've seen Labyrinth. I don't think I have.
How dare you?
I've seen Pan's Labyrinth.
Un
That's a good movie.
accidente?
I like that one.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Pan's Labyrinth is a wonderful movie. So is Labyrinth, though, in a very different way.
Okay.
The trailer was playing here on Facebook, and it just, it was like, the thrill of Jim Henson and the excitement of David Bowie. And I was like, that's a weird thing to say in a trailer.
Yeah.
The excitement of David Bowie.
I don't know if that's the adjective I would use for David Bowie.
There are some very interesting stories from that set. Obviously, a lot of puppets in it because this is Jim Henson production. It's actually wonderfully done. It's beautifully done. And David Bowie plays the king of the goblins,
Right.
Jareth, and it's pretty great. And he does this scene where he's balance juggling two orbs, but like it looks like he's doing it, but there's really a guy like behind him, like underneath him and behind him with his arms between his arms doing it all. And it's pretty incredible. He's like watching it on the TV so he doesn't screw up. And David Bowie felt this is not for family. David Bowie felt so terrible about the tights that he was wearing. He was wearing these tights, and there's a noticeable bulge.
Moose knuckle?
A bit of it. In Bowie's tights. And what David Bowie said, what it was later, he had stuffed potpourri down there because he was in this costume all day long, and it became hot. So that poor man who basically had his head between his legs trying to do the thing, juggling, he put it there for him.
Wait, why did he have his head between his legs?
Well, because like they had a very close-up shot of David Bowie doing the juggling, so they made it look like him, but it was the guy behind him with his arms through his arms doing it. And he was crouched down below his waist, doing it like this with his arms above his head, watching a TV to monitor what he was doing, much like Muppet puppeteers do. And there it is.
I briefly tuned out to check the cricket score when we were talking about you moving.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did cricket distract you?
I returned. Well, there's been a swarm of bees during a World Cup match in the cricket, and
That
now all
is
the
fair.
players.
Oh, they've all hit the floor.
As Lecter can see on the screen in front of me.
What is happening?
All the
Let
players
the
are lying.
crickets hit the floor. Let the crickets hit the floor.
All the players are lying down on the floor to avoid the bees, and I got a little distracted by that.
Or are they lying down because it's tired because it's a week into the first match?
They're taking a nap.
Yeah.
That is exactly how this photo will
That's
be
right.
used.
It's
for the
nap.
next 30
It's
years.
nap day for this match.
But I tuned out to look at that, and I came back in to find that there's a head between somebody's legs and potpourri stuff down someone's back. And I feel like a lot happened.
I
This
feel
is
like
what happens when you check out.
That's right, David Bowie, very very compassionate person.
Do I have to-
bulge and
Do I have to bring potpourri on Saturday? Is
No, as long as I'm not putting my head near your crotch.
depends how long the move goes. I
Yeah,
guess.
I mean it could be a long move. I mean we're not even packed.
Bring some potpourri.
Yeah,
Right,
can you
okay.
bring some
Just in
boxes
case.
and some tape as well?
and some bees?
And some bees. Yeah, and I mean, anything, garbage bags, just stuff, just boxes mostly, because everything's just kind of loose.
So
all
it's
over
not
the house.
packed.
Not at all. No, we have an entire room that is packed with boxes and bags.
I still don't understand if that means you've packed only one of your rooms, or if that's just like you
no,
have
like
a
we've
room-
put everything we've packed
Okay.
into one place.
Okay, good.
Because we have to get it out of the way because
Okay.
we still live in the house.
So you've got a room full of boxes and bags. Is there stuff
What did this break start
in
as?
the boxes and bags?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
Good Lord. You people have no faith in me whatsoever. I have no idea why. Jason Melanson has messaged us and said, Scott, how dare you talk bad about The Labyrinth?
I said nothing bad
First of all,
about The
Jason, it's not The Labyrinth. It's Labyrinth. And it's the excitement of David Bowie.
Yeah, Jason.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
Anybody want to buy a gas station? I think we should pool our money and buy a gas station in Enterprise. That's what I think we should do.
The gas.
The gas station. Leases place, one of 5 lots for sale via the NWT Supreme Court order. Offers will be taken at the law firm Lawson Lundell until July 12th. That is Folk Weekend.
They got a price up there?
They don't have a price up there. I'm wondering what it's going to cost. But they're taking offers. So, I mean, $500?
$1, Bob.
$1. I hate those people.
Oh, right.
Well, no, I mean, actually, those people aren't as bad as, like, if I said 500 and you're like 501, he's like,
Yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah. Okay.
terrible.
Well, 502.
Yeah, those people should be struck by lightning. But I mean, it's having a pretty awful effect on Enterprise. In the story here on CBC, they're just saying that everybody's just kind of passing them by. With Lisa's place there, people would stop, get gas, maybe get some food, buy a souvenir, and now everyone's just kind of passing them by because there's not a lot of reasons to stop in Enterprise.
Right.
So, yeah, it's just kind of sitting there. And I mean, in order to clean up a gas station, it's a long time. to clean up a gas station. Or it can be. I mean, if Petro-Canada downtown is any indication, that empty lot next to the courthouse there, that's been empty for quite some time.
I saw someone mowing the grass in there.
Absolutely. Let's not let that stuff overgrow.
That's this 90% gravel lot.
Yeah. Well, and they're just going to throw
keep
gravel
that wild
everywhere.
grass down. Yeah.
Yeah. Ollie, you want to buy a gas station?
No.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Just like that.
No, still on my food truck.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, well,
right.
food truck
Okay.
gas station. I mean, these
A
things
food truck gas station with
food
like
truck
a pump
gas
around the back.
station, that's right.
A mobile
Yeah.
gas station.
You just sort of park up next. You know what? That would do really
That
well.
would probably do
If
really
you
well.
Put that up like
to carry
few
a lot of
kilometers-
fuel, though.
A few kilometers back of Big River gas station.
Yeah.
So you just like 5 kilometers before you get to it.
Yep.
Just have a cheeky little food truck pulled into a lay-by with get your I don't know, so whatever you want to bake, burgers and
My burger
gas.
smells like gasoline.
Yeah.
It'll do that.
That's basically the equivalent of the $1 Bob bitter. No, we're just going to put that just right
There we go.
just a
That's
little
right.
bit in front of you.
There we
Ah,
go.
Okay, there we go. Well, I'll be down there. I can check it out.
When are you
Have
going
a
to be
look
down
at the
there?
place this weekend.
Oh, that's right. You're going.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Going camping. Basically to Alexander Falls.
Oh, that's
a
very nice.
private
Very
site
nice.
nearby.
Private
That
site.
apparently not many people know about.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not going to talk about
You're
it.
so cool.
Right.
You and all your friends are so cool.
I know.
You also do this the same way that I book events to avoid slow pitch games. You know that Jesse's going to be moving on one weekend
No.
around Canada Day.
No.
So it's like, you know what? I better make sure each year I'm doing something.
No.
I moved your
I
birthday
wouldn't.
last
I
year.
usually do not ask.
You give me
anybody for help because I don't
Well,
want to be
that's-
roped into a move on the other end.
That's
At all. 'Cause
Too
now-
late. This is exactly why I offered.
exactly why you're helping.
Exactly
So
why I
next
offered.
time you move, you're going to be like, "Come help me," and I'll have to be like, "Okay."
Yep.
And then come up with an excuse at the last possible.
Nope. You're in.
second. You're in.
You're in.
Oh, I'm not moving that.
I feel like you give me far too much credit. I clearly didn't have anything to do with the planning.
It's the Canada Day long weekend. You gotta go do something.
Well, we were going to do something.
I was out for a walk last night with Betty, and it was such a beautiful evening. And I realized that the days are already getting shorter. Like summer's just started. The days are getting shorter, and it's
all over.
It's all over.
Thank God.
I've gone camping. I've like walked outside with the dog every day, but I haven't really done much other than that. Yeah,
It needs to be colder and darker.
It could
it's
be.
too warm
absolutely.
and it's
warm,
too bright.
too much light.
Yeah, roll on October.
That's right.
well,
We are not depressed.
I'd invite you to the cabin, but you just
No.
seem to get angry every time I bring it up.
Well, no,
so-
I don't get angry every time you bring it up. It's just that you use it every time we need to do something. You're
Do
like,
I?
go to the cabin. Sorry.
When? Name
Every
one time.
every weekend for the last 2 summers.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, not the last 2. So, yeah. No, yeah, last 2 summers. Yeah, pretty much. So if you'd like to buy a gas station, throw in an offer at Lawson Lundell before July 12th. I mean, it's a gas station.
Give it a shot.
Give it a shot, I guess. You know, they did. I don't know what kind of offer you put at $10,000. I don't know.
Yeah,
What
why
would it be
not?
worth?
I don't know.
Take a guess.
I guess nothing if no one offers anything.
That's true. Yeah, Ollie.
No, this is great. This is the kind of financial analysis the world has been sorely
That's
lacking.
absolutely right. It's better than playing the stocks. I don't know what I'm talking
Investments at the cabin.
about. Investments at the cabin. Buy low, sell high.
Oh,
There
that's
you go.
good.
Done and done.
Good advice.
Brought to you by Lawson Lundell.
Scenes from the cabin.
Well, if it isn't McGuff the crime dog. Back for another test?
I think the first one was defective. The plus sign looked more like a division symbol. So I remain unconvinced.
This is your third test today, Mama Bear. Your ego is prego, no doubt about it.
It's easy to tell. Is your nipples real brown?
Maybe you're having twins. Maybe your little boyfriend's got mutant sperms, got knocked you up twice.
Silencio, old man. I just drank my weight in Sunny D and I have to go pronto.
Well, you know where the lavatory is. You pay for that pee stick when you're done. Don't think it's yours just because you marked it with your urine. So what's the prognosis, Fertile Myrtle? Minus or plus?
I don't know. It's not seasoned yet. Wait. Yeah. There's that pink plus sign again. God, it's unholy.
That ain't no etch-a-sketch. This is one doodle that cannot be undid, home skillet.
Scenes from the cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guess to mailbox@cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including Zehabesha, Main Street Pizza, The Woodyard Eatery, Copper House Restaurant, and Java Roma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Wheeler and Lecter with you on your Friday morning, joined by very special guests. You know him, you love his food especially, but he's dipping his toe into another arena. Got local chef Robin Wasicuna here this morning to talk about being a cannabis sommelier, something I didn't realize existed until he told me about it. So if you know anything about wine, there are wine experts, sommeliers, who can tell you how wine tastes, how it feels, where it's from, blah, 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 blah. And now Robin can do that for cannabis. Robin, thanks for coming in, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely, as always. Tell us a little bit about you. So you just got certified last weekend, or this week?
Well, this week, Tuesday and Wednesday.
You came back on Thursday.
Yeah.
So you've got your certification now. You're the only nationally certified cannabis sommelier in the North.
Yes, level 1 and level 2.
All right. Tell us a little bit about what that means.
Well, they started. Canna Reps is this amazing company in Canada that's really starting to help work with the government and really push a positive lifestyle on this lifestyle. You know, they want people to see it for more than what it is just because it was a classified drug before, you know?
Yeah.
So this company's been involved with the local scene now for, I think, the last 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
Before legalization, just to help with this positivity around this scene. And they started offering these programs, I believe it was about 7 to 8 months ago.
Okay.
They started offering these cannabis sommelier courses. The majority of the people that took it in the beginning were obviously people who worked in the industry, who ran the shops and were selling pot to the general public.
Yeah.
And it's really started to take on a whole other thing now. So they've been offering level 1 for about 7 months. They've just started level 2. I think this was their 4th class with level 2. So right now in Canada, there's over 300 level 1 cannabis sommeliers. But as far as level 2 goes, there's possibly 60 at this moment. So yeah, it's allowing me to, number one, I could work in the industry, slide into any job, just selling it. At a counter space. I could look at, getting jobs for the professional stores that have already opened, that are opening chains where they need, buyers and sellers, and they need, people to work in advertising, and they need, and it has to be people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Being a chef, I want to food. I want to take it to the food level.
Yeah,
I want to. I want to have a line of edibles, but not just candies and gummies and chocolate bars and stuff. I want to go gourmet meals. I want to do spreads like jams and peanut butters, and I want to do ice creams.
Yeah.
And I want to, I really want to elevate it a bit more, So that's kind of the biggest reason that I took it. That was the number one reason for taking it. And obviously being, a lifelong enthusiast. So.
Fair enough. And I mean, just like wines, there's hundreds of strains. Hundreds.
Yes. Yeah.
And so
thousands
literally. Of strains.
There's new strains being developed every single day.
How do you distinguish between these strains, and how what is it the sommelier does?
Well, I mean, it all starts these courses were very, very intensive, 8 to 10 hours each day. And we went into history, we went into taxonomy, we went into genetics, we went into biochemistry. It was really, really difficult.
Yeah.
We learned so much about the plants, and the way to distinguish, to put it the easy way, is that there's basically 2 original types. There is the indica subspecies indica, and then there's the indica subspecies Afghanistan.
Okay.
And then there's variations of each of those that branch off into everywhere. There's our test at the end of level 2. There were 4 groups that were identifiable groups. There was the Kush variety.
Yeah, classic.
There was the what they call the haze variety.
Okay,
which is like that citrusy, grassy kind of smell. Mm-hmm. Then there was the Afghan variety, and then the Himalayan variety.
Okay.
Those are all broken down into 2 categories, whether they're like a highland grown in the mountains or lowland, like north and south hemisphere kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you factor in whether they're grown at higher elevations or lower elevations.
It's starting to sound like Scotch a little bit.
Yeah, it gets a little like it really does. And then you have to factor in a whole bunch of other things on top of that as well. And then you have to look at your resources that they've given us, because strains come from all of these mother strains. But sometimes these strains come from a strain that was developed by a cross combination of a couple of other mother strains.
Yeah.
So when you have 4 to 6 parents involved with each one on either side to create this one strain, it can get very, very complicated. You're classifying things as narrow leaf and broad leaf, highland, lowland, whether it's actually indica or whether it's the Afghanica.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you learn that just blew your mind too. Like sativas don't exist.
Yeah. What? What do you mean?
Sativa, the only true sativa is hemp.
Oh.
Everything else is classified as an indica. But this is where you break it down into all of these, indica subspecies indica, or indica subspecies Afghanica.
Okay.
So you break it down into these other subcategories, which is how you tell the difference. The indica subspecies indica is what you know as sativas.
Okay.
Narrow leaves, long wispy buds.
Different high, bit of a different high,
A little bit different, yeah.
A bit more energetic, a bit more, yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody traditionally knows as indicas are in the couch, but that's not necessarily, true. Yeah. Because when you get into all these subspecies and cross-pollinations, you can have an indica, like say an indica that's a Kush, that looks like an indica, but the buds are really tight and dense like a Kush, and it could smell a lot like an indica, but it's not an indica, it's a Kush.
Yeah.
So when you start factoring all of these things in, it gets a little muddy. This is why they're educating people across the country so that people can educate everyone else.
Yeah.
If they choose to. Because, I mean, if you walk into a store to go purchase marijuana and the guy looks at you and goes, well, actually, Kushes, sativas don't exist in it. And you're like, can I just have my weed,
Can I just have my
please?
cannabis, please? Thank you.
That's what it is. Nobody really wants to hear it. But for those who are interested, and to have those people educated throughout the entire country who can do this and who can help the industry grow, that's a really great thing. So,
well, and that education is great for people who are maybe not so experienced with cannabis, and maybe they've you talk to people all the time who are like, I don't smoke cannabis. I smoked it once and it made me really paranoid and ill. And it's like, well, and I always kind of tell them, like, you may have been smoking a strain that you're not. It's not. Yeah,
you're just smoking something that doesn't work with your body. Like,
exactly.
And this is the other thing too. Just because one cultivar or strain works for me to put me to sleep,
that's right,
doesn't mean it's going to put you to sleep, because everybody's endocannabinoid system is completely different. The makeup in your body, like the endocannabinoid system is just a part of your genetic makeup.
That's right.
It's not there for cannabis.
That's right.
It's just a part of your body. And everybody's is different. So everybody reacts different to everything.
Okay.
So there's no way that it's going to work for me and you, but it may not work for Scott. So you have to really factor that in. And you have to have that knowledge too. Like, I mean, you can't just, oh, this is great, it puts you to sleep, and give it to somebody, and then they go home and they smoke it, and then they lay in bed staring at the ceiling all night.
Yeah.
It's happened to me, and I don't enjoy that.
No, not at all.
So you having that knowledge is really great.
Yeah.
And for those who do want to listen to it and want the help with it, I'm more than happy to be where I am now.
That's awesome.
How did you find out about this course? You mentioned they started offering about 7 or 8 months ago, like around legalization date.
Yeah.
So was this like something that the government of Canada is offering, or who?
No, it's a private company called Canna Reps, and they just they've been around, I think, for about 2 or 3 years. Kind of when that gray area dispensary market started happening, this company developed so that they could take those gray area dispensaries to a more professional level. So they weren't necessarily just like a head shop or a place, They wanted to be professionals. They wanted to help people with their needs and their medicinal, not necessarily medicinal, but they wanted to help people, necessarily. That was the big thing, was helping people who needed cannabis for their pain or for whatever they were, their anxieties, whatever they were having. They wanted to be there to help these people on a professional level.
Kind of helping the industry transition from that black market. We don't talk about this to here's some actual education and research that's going into this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very cool.
And maybe getting the government away from the ditch weed that they're selling right now. It's a matter of opinion.
What are your thoughts on that? As the only weed cannabis sommelier in the North?
I have found a significant difference in the products that are available here as compared to down south.
Yes. Better or worse?
Significant. Down south is far superior.
Yes.
But they are closer to the producers and the suppliers.
That's right.
First of all.
Yeah.
The biggest problem lies in the packaging.
Oh, it's terrible. It's so
The packaging needs to be airtight.
Yep.
Because otherwise, you're selling these, this strain is this, it's pink kush or it's whatever, it's, but when you open it, it all smells the same.
Yeah.
Because without it being tight, air seal tight, you're losing all the terpenes, you're losing all the flavonoids, all the flavor profiles of it are gone.
Yeah.
And then it's dry.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be dry. Like good cured bud should be like a Nerf ball. So when you squish it, it slowly rises back to its original shape. And that's what it should be.
Yeah.
And
like you want to
the stuff that we're getting right now is not.
No, I bought a little bit right before Christmas. I've only bought twice from the dispensary here, and I bought a little bit before Christmas. I was like, I'll just bring some extra, so we have it over Christmas. And it was the most dried, little tiny nugs, and I just pushed it a little bit, and it just turned to dust.
You can get those little silica packs.
Yes. Yeah. No. Absolutely.
I take those and I just throw them in, and I leave it for a half a day or a day.
Yeah.
And good as gold.
Or a little bit of orange peel.
But I mean, at the same time, though, by the time you rehydrate it, all of the terpenes are gone already.
That's right.
And you don't get those back.
No.
When it's exposed to the air, they just dissipate and keep dissipating until they're gone. And once they're gone, that's it. So you're still, you're left with flavorless.
I want my terpenes. Yeah. Before we go, it's been fascinating hearing you talk about all these things, and I want to learn more. But you did mention that, you're a chef. This is what you want to do. You want to bring this into your world, and you want to make elevated edibles. Tell us a little bit more about that. I want to hear about chicken and waffles.
Well, like I said, I'm looking at doing a line of stuff. I'd like to do jams, peanut butters, those kind of things, spreads. And I want to do full spectrum too. I want to have CBDs. I want to have I use CBD oil on a daily basis as well.
Me too.
I even have some CBD strains that I smoke.
Okay.
It's 0.5% THC. Because in the middle of the day, when you just need a little bit of that relief from the stress and the pressure, and a CBD, a hit of CBD just takes that all away. And it's wonderful stuff. I can't stress enough that it's not all about just getting high.
Yeah.
It really is.
Absolutely.
There are ways to use this medicinally and to dose yourself throughout the day properly so that you don't experience your bouts with depression and severe anxiety. And if maybe your stomach gets a little upset during the day, things like that, it really, really makes a difference.
Absolutely.
To have just a little bit. But back to the edibles, like I said, we're going to go the standard gummy candies, etc., because that's what people want. That's what people want as that quick little,
absolutely.
But I want to take it further, including dinners, like multi-course dinners that are infused. A lot of people forget that this is an herb. So if you take a bud and eat it, you're not going to get high. You have to activate it. But you can use that dry bud or fresh bud as an herb.
Yeah.
So not only will the dinners be infused, but the herbs, the bud that it's infused with, will also be used as an herb on top, as a garnish or as a flavor component of the dish. So there's lots of ways to use it, and there's lots of ways to put it to good use. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. I've been in contact with a couple of people in the industry who are licensed producers who are actually looking to hire a corporate chef. So
oh, wow. Very cool.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed for that. Absolutely, man. Robin, thank you so much for coming in, man, as always.
My pleasure, guys. Thank you.
Very much look forward to what you're going to come up with, and I love what you said about the education aspect of it. It's not just about getting high all the time. It's about giving some relief, even if you have that CBD with a little bit of THC. It's getting some relief from your anxiety, possibly your depression, or just pain. Mm-hmm. Like I got pain in my knees and my feet, and like when I do the CBD oil, it helps. It helps.
It really does.
And
it
that's
makes a huge difference.
Absolutely, it does, man. So thank you so much for coming in, and we'll follow up with you a little bit down the road and figure out what you're doing, and we'll have you on again.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot. Robin Wasicuna, a local chef, going into the cannabis sommelier business. Can't wait to see what comes next.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Lecter, AJ, and Sara Wicks Picks. It's time for another episode of Wicks Picks.
Sisters, are you with me? We bop, we slap, no sleep for days.
Wicks Picks.
Where my good time girls at?
Wicks Picks.
Wicks Picks.
Good Lord.
Wicks Picks. Sara Wicks, bringing you nothing but bangers on Wicks Picks.
So good. It's so good. It's almost too good.
It's becoming normal now.
That's right.
That was my main concern when we produced it.
Hi, guys.
This might be too good.
You know what?
Hey, Wixie.
Totally forgot to check. We don't have the cord.
It's your girly pop.
Well,
Where's the aux cord?
Well, you know,
Let's talk about these bangers.
Okay, yeah. Well, first of all, before we even get started, big news, guys.
Oh.
Somebody who won Scenes from the Cabin donated their $20 gift card to me.
Yeah.
And I think her name, I don't want to say her name because she might be like privacy.
Don't say her name.
Don't say her name.
I won't say her name. But thank you to the winner. I have to say, I really appreciate it.
She's listening. Don't worry.
Oh, awesome. Well, you know what? This show is dedicated to you. The one who donated your Scenes of the Cabin gift card. This Wicks' pick is for you.
Very good. Very good. And which gift certificate did you get?
To the Copper House.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can get yourself a Moscow Mule.
You've had a big week. Yeah, you had someone donate their prize to you. You had someone come in, buy merch, and confess that they were a Wickster.
Oh, a Swickster.
A Swickster,
yes.
That's the one.
Yes.
A Swickster.
Somebody
For God's sake.
Somebody literally was like,
here?
"Are you the intern?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "I listened to your segment." I was like,
"Yeah, yeah."
Well,
that was the most popular segment on Mornings at the Cabin.
That was JDQ. We can name drop her. She
JDQ.
was fangirling all over the
JDQ.
and she'll admit it.
Guys,
That's
if
fine.
you want me to sign your Cabin Radio merch, I will.
All right.
Just bring the hoodies to me.
Can you sign my neck?
It's a small fee.
Actually, I will give you a tattoo. Underneath your Cabin Radio tat, Jesse?
No.
Ill-advised.
No.
A Wicks Picks tattoo.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a Wickster.
Wicks Picks. Wicks Picks.
All right, well, today we got some really great bops and slaps coming your way, guys.
Really good guy. Well, yeah, I like to get slapped.
I think we should start off with a new song that just recently came out, June 21st, called Cry Baby, featuring Theron by Piamia. Okay, it's spelled Theron.
TH?
Theron.
Theron?
Maybe Theron.
It could be. It could be Theron. I don't know.
It could be Theron.
How do you know nowadays?
He probably gets really mad
All
when
right.
you don't pronounce
You
it
ready?
correctly.
Yeah,
too.
but I just don't want it to be too loud. So I
Okay,
don't want to
let's-
pull
I think we'll be all right.
this
I'll bring it up slow.
She started.
Can't keep tears out my eyes lately.
Oh, yeah.
Cry, baby.
Yeah.
Cry, baby.
On and on and on and
They
on.
call me a cry, baby. Why, baby? Can't keep tears out my eyes lately.
Sunday,
cry, baby.
in the afternoon,
Cry,
cruising.
baby.
On and on and on and on.
They say I'm pretty. They say I'm flyer than ever. Say I got all my together. They say I'm cool.
That's all right.
They
I like
say
that.
set all the
I dig it.
trends.
And rhyming baby with baby? Mwah.
Genius. No one's ever thought of that.
No. And then she rhymed baby with lately, so it's pretty good. All right,
I don't know.
what else you got?
I'm a big fan of her, Piamia. She's awesome.
That's that's pretty good. I like that.
So the next one is
Wait.
called...
Just to recap. So that was Theron.
Featuring Theron.
Featuring Theron.
Yeah,
And
but it was
who's
the main artist?
Piemia.
Piemia?
No, Piemia. So Piamia.
Okay.
What happened to just
Piemia.
using your name?
That is
her
her
name.
name. That is her name.
It's
She's
on her birth
exotic.
name? Oh my goodness.
said-
What happened to
but
normal
it's-
names?
Okay, your name is AJ, and it stands for Andrew.
That's so normal.
It's
Who's hiding now?
Yeah.
It stands for anything joyful.
Everyone can pronounce it.
You say, but it's Piemia, right? It's not
Yeah.
Piamia.
It's Piamia.
Yeah, you said Piemia.
Piemia.
I definitely did not.
I think you know.
The
Go back to
Swixters
the
know.
recordings. The
Anyway.
Swixters know. I am
All
a
right,
Swixter.
the
I don't
next
know.
song is
All right.
called Drew Barrymore by Bryce
Vine.
Vine. Do you know
Bryce
this
Vine.
song?
Yeah, I know this song.
Well,
hip.
okay.
I'm
I'm just
hip,
gonna
I'm
say,
cool.
I'm just okay. This is why he should not be on the show. He
I'm too
literally
cool.
knows all this. Like,
I'm too
I know
cool.
some of these songs.
Okay,
Wait
anyway,
a second.
this
Wait
is-
a second. It's the only reason Scott and I are on this show on this segment because we're
This happens to me all the time. I get kicked
We're
off so many
dorks.
shows for being too cool.
That's right.
Happens all
Welcome to
the
the
time.
cool show. AJ not invited. He's too cool.
all right. Well, Drew Barrymore
Yeah.
by Bryce Vine.
I think I know this one.
Yeah, it's a. I'm literally picking it because it's a bop. It's
Okay,
a summertime bop.
All right, put it on then.
It's on.
This is the whole song. It's just instrumental.
I was gonna say.
No.
Is this Enya?
Reminds me
I
of
want
the
this forever. Just you in the grotto with nothing but your nights on. We keep all the lights on. Same again tomorrow. We don't need no bottle. Purple color lip gloss. Room at the Saguaro. Ain't nowhere I would rather be.
Saguaro.
Right between your holidays. Coffee on the Flintstone.
Wait till the chorus.
Jewelry on
You'll
the ottoman.
just you'll like it.
Baby, let
Bet
me
you can't
in.
guess the main theme of the chorus.
I get way too adamant.
Is it Drew Barrymore?
about it.
Nailed it.
Love the way you shiver, dig into my shoulder blades, feel it when you quiver. Higher level, elevate. You could be the renegade, body to a glide.
Jesse's
Harrison and
really vibing
Juliet,
right now.
legends never die. The TV hasn't worked today, just probably got a shorter cable. Way too busy falling off the sofa or the kitchen table. Is
All
my
right.
vision
All right.
hazy?
I
You
dig
missed
it.
the whole chorus. The chorus is coming.
Oh.
Famous.
And we're back.
Here we go.
Cause you're the next Drew Barry.
That's it. That's the whole
No,
chorus.
wait.
I want more.
Oh.
Drew Barrymore.
Damn.
Did you see what he did there?
Yeah.
All right.
Legend.
Legend.
Cause you're the next Drew Barry.
Airy. All right, that was good.
I want more.
Well, you
right,
could
well,
probably
that
do that
was
with
just-
a bunch of names.
I didn't really care for it until the chorus there.
Actually,
gotta say.
I saw
I was
an
a little
interview.
bored
Yeah, it's-
until the chorus.
Scott, you're the let get man. See, you can do that with everybody.
Yeah. That's genius.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
That's good.
Real
Well, you know what?
Pretty good.
That's
Did I
just
pronounce
one
it
of my.
properly?
Yeah. you
Okay,
did,
good.
actually. Yeah.
So, of
Because every
course,
time I do it, it's quickly, I'm like, let get man.
Yeah, everyone just kind of mumbles over my
Like
mouth,
him
so
in.
It's fine.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Switch
You know why I like that one?
Why?
Well, I was kind of bored, but the very starting reminded me of the music from Donkey Kong Country.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The underwater music kind of. a
Yeah,
little
it
bit,
came out before you were born, Wicks.
I'm like trying to like.
I'm like, oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Totally.
I remember it. Woo!
Yeah, Mario Brothers.
Yeah. I played Mario Bros. Okay,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I don't want to try to
PlayStation,
impress
right?
you guys with my age, okay?
Okay, don't bother.
So
We're not
I opened the
impressed by
show with a song from Justin Roberts,
Uh-huh.
6 Figures.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
yeah.
Justin Roberts released a new song.
Yes.
It's called Way Too Much.
Okay.
Is it
My
gonna be
Ford
too much?
Focus.
It's on.
Well, this isn't that much at all.
This guy cracks me up, man.
All these girls want sauce, they get caught up in the fame. And my drip so hard, they get caught up in the rain. And my eyes so bright, she need lace it from the chain. And it's more like 9, but 6 figures is the gang. New paddock two-tone, and it messes
I'm falling
up
asleep.
again.
I'm falling
And my
asleep.
girl needs
It's a different song.
It's just
Same
a different
artist.
song. It just says he has to reference his first hit. Just in case you forgot who I was.
Right. Okay.
My name's Justin Roberts. It's just my real name.
Whoa, Justin Roberts, are you in the studio with us right now?
Wow, 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 wow. Remember 6 figures. All right, that's enough.
Okay.
Is this the 16-year-old YouTube
Yeah.
star guy?
Yeah, he came out with another banger.
Nah, I don't like him.
I don't like it.
it. That one sounds a little too much like.
Okay, you're telling me right now,
else.
if Justin Roberts was in the studio, you would say to his face, "I don't like you."
Oh no,
I'm telling you right now.
Good stuff, kid.
No, I'd say, who are you?
I am telling you. Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you right now. If Justin Roberts was here, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know who that was.
That is my petting of the peeve.
Do we have another 16-year-old intern.
That's my petting of the peeve. When people say they don't like somebody, and then if I'm like, okay, if they were in the room right now, you would not say that. So that's my thing. Like that's the way I think. If I really don't like someone and they were in the room, would I say it to their face?
He's a 16-year-old kid. I'd tell it to his face. No
Absolutely.
Problem.
Well, just
I don't know. I wouldn't. I'd be like, I like you.
Wait, can we just get back
I'm
to the
coward doesn't mean I don't have honest opinions.
Can we get back to the petting of the peeve though?
Yeah,
that's my petting of the peeve.
Yeah,
that's funny.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
Stop petting my peeve. You don't get it.
Hey, you know what?
You know what? I actually once said.
Ruins it.
I actually once said.
Everyone felt a little weird about it.
No one felt weird until you were like, "Oh my god,
my peeve."
Hands off my peeve.
Hands off my peeve. You peevert.
I say we hit it with one more song.
I don't know. I don't know if we can.
Dynamite by Erica Costel. She's another YouTuber. Anyway.
Try and even it up. Go 2
let's
for
even
4.
Up. Right now.
Okay.
Right.
What are you talking about?
You good?
Yeah, turn it up. Someone just passed you a mojito. You're laying back in a lawn chair.
Yeah.
The sun is on you.
Someone's petting your peeve.
Take away the pressure. You can take away the way we feel together. There's always higher places. There's always bigger things.
Oh, I like the steel drum.
But it don't feel as good.
Is that what that is?
Sounds like a bit of steel drums in there.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I know I said it before.
Let it play.
I said it before, but I could give it all up, all up, yeah. I know I said it before. I know I said it before,
ready?
But I could give it all.
All right, I'm ready.
Here it comes.
I'm not ready.
Get ready.
I wanna go all night with you. Hope that you know I ride for
The best part is coming.
Oh, it's still coming.
Yeah.
This is the best part.
It gets better. Ready? Here comes
How could it possibly?
AJ.
Like boom.
There we go.
That was it?
Yeah.
Like
That was not the best
was not the
beat
best
drop
part.
at all. You went 2 and 2.
I didn't mind that one.
Two good
Honestly,
ones.
I think
was
you
all right.
guys are just being a little bit too critical.
That's the whole point of this.
Yeah, that is the whole
We
point.
can't just pet everyone's peeve.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, is that how that works?
Yeah.
No.
Can't give everyone the Benny of the D. That's the benefit of the doubt for
I don't
you
think there's-
uncool kids.
I don't think there's strict guidelines to petting peeve.
No.
Yeah.
No, there are.
honestly am shocked.
Someone has to give you permission.
Wow.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
those were good. I like the first 2.
Who was
Well-
that last one there?
That was by Erica Costel, and she's another YouTuber. You know what? I wouldn't get drinks with her, but I definitely...
Why?
I don't know. I don't think we have a lot in common.
If she was here
Fair
now,
enough.
would you tell her that?
Yeah,
I
would
think
you tell her that to
I
her
just
face?
thought about it. I was like, honestly, she was like, "Do you want to go get drinks?" I'd say, "No, thanks." But
Yeah.
I would say, "Let's take a photo." Like, you know?
Yeah.
Let me put this on my IG, but I'm not going to be seen with you in public.
I think Erica would respect
Actually, you
that.
know what?
I want to benefit from
I
you,
would
but I don't
get
want
drinks with anyone. Screw it. I'd get drinks with her.
Oh.
I'm putting it out there.
And we're back.
And we're back. Okay,
a
good.
full 180 on that
Yeah.
one. Okay. All right.
All
Well,
right,
guys,
well.
I hope we sent you some Friday energy. And forever who's listening out there, have a great day.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
That's
nice.
And be the person your mom wants you to be.
Oh,
I do that every day.
Yeah, me too.
I have way too
Me
many
too.
tattoos for that.
You're a disappointment to your mother, AJ.
Already.
Thank you. Another edition of Wicks Picks in the book. We've all learned a lot of things today. Couple bangers, how to pet a peeve. We'll talk to you guys next week about it.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.